Now then, brewers, it's October time, so that can only mean one thing. The German glass is out. This is a Munich Helles. I'll have a quick sip of it, put a bit of footage on from brew day, and we'll have a quick chat about it. Catch you soon. Now then, brewers, it's brew day. We are back in the brew shed, and we are doing a Cross Maloof 21 litre Münchener Helles. The idea behind this is I absolutely love, in October time, getting into the spirit of Oktoberfest and having the German beers. In a nutshell, I will tend to get some of these special festival German beers when they're on offer as well. But what have we got here then? So it's Cross Maloof. What we're on, 21 litres. The Pilsner malt, 3.89 kilo. Munich malt, 500 grams, and a tiny bit of amber malt. It's a 90-minute boil, so it's a long one. So I've started at 6 AM. And then hops, it's middle through and 37 grams in the boil. So it's an easy one. It's just a long boil, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Should come out around about 5%. I always get quite good efficiency on my all-in-one, so probably about 5.2. But that's absolutely fine. I'll do a little bit of footage. You can tell it's early morning. Coffees are out. But yeah, so far, nice weather today. Great day for brewing, so let's crack on. I think you'll have had a very strange cut from the audio then, but hey ho, it's on my phone. And you'll notice I've changed my glass out. Everything that's wrong with modern dishwashers, that other glass needs washing again. Nothing was staying around on that glass, I swapped it out. So this brew day went absolutely fine, and it's been conditioning now for 6 weeks, something like that. I tend to the Cross Maloof kits, and they're great guys at Cross Maloof, the three lads. Every time I've ever done any pseudo lagers, pilsners from them, they've always said the same to me: give it time. So I've left this one. It'd be longer than that actually. We're gonna do it August. About 9 weeks, about 9 weeks or so. That this has been conditioning, and you can see it's just starting to clear up. There's a couple of issues with it from after brew day that I'll come to. But you know, not everything works out perfect, but it tastes nice. It tastes very good indeed, and we'll come on to that. I'll start with the basics. When I first started getting into homebrew, it was at a similar time that Jimbo was also doing conditioning in a keg with CO2. I hope he does come back making videos, because I used to love watching Jimbo's videos, and his mistakes, his fails and his successes sort of aligned with mine. And I always went for the set and forget. It's how I've always done it. I've stuck to it. I will cold crash my keg, stick it on CO2, bring it up to desired carbonation, and leave it for whatever it is, series a week, leave it on CO2, a little sip. and just leave it on gas. And it's done me right for the last few years, never had an issue. I've done some experimenting, Crew Wolf's been brilliant, he's assisted me in the past with some forced carbonation when it's been required. And it's developed, you know, and I'm quite happy how I condition most of my beers now. They come out for the different beer styles to the CO2 levels that I like. This is the beer that I made in a couple of videos ago where my gas ran out, and you'll have to go back to that video to see why. But yeah, it ran out after I put the keg, put the CO2 to purge my keg, put it in the fridge, walked away for a series of weeks, and I think overnight the entire canister emptied, all to do with just a loose gas disconnect pipe, and it'll just be from lifting that keg in, that little bit of a touch to it. Replaced all the fittings now. However, it caused me a problem. I came to dispense it and it was absolutely flat. I thought, well, I'm not going to rescue this. So I'm a bit gutted because you're waiting all those weeks, and that's the thing with brewing, it's the waiting the time, isn't it? And you can't win them all, as I say. But however, I did reach out to Yorkshire Homebrew, who gave me some stellar advice about just trying to rescue with a regas, so massive thanks to it, and it's come back right, so I'm happy with it. The only thing I would say is, after I regassed it, I'm waiting for a series of time. It's just got, bloody hell, it's everywhere, it's just got that haze to it, and it's just not cleared up as much as it did that first time. That's not chilled, it's just a slight, I can see that, like, there's just a slight haze. I would have just preferred it just to be a little bit cleaner. It's not a festival beer, even though it's Oktoberfest. You know, festival beers are made specifically for Oktoberfest. They tend to be a bit stronger and a bit more unique in character. I will do one. I really want to do one for next year, but I'm quite happy with it. It's a brilliant Pilsner. It's got that biscuity note, really biscuity, right from the off. You get that almost like a light caramel to it. Very, very clean tasting, and then it ends in that bitterness where you want more. Hence why on this video I'll be levered by the end of it, because you're just wanting to go back in all the time for a little bit more. Really, really good. Brilliant. Another kit from Cross Milo, and just on that, rambling on too much tonight. I'm gutted to see that Cross Milo have given up at the end of this year. Yeah, I'm a big believer in customer service, and the great thing about those guys, it didn't feel like a big corporate when they send you the kits. Full of knowledge, really helpful. Always send you a little message to tell you when something's coming and to enjoy it, and give you some tips and tricks. So I am a bit gutted at the guys up there in Scotland. I've just ordered a couple of kits off of them, all grain kits, before they wind up. So a bit of a recommendation if you ever use Cross Milo. I know a lot of you will do for Kvike, because I've used the Voss yeast many a time and bought it from them. Stock up whilst you can, I guess, because that's the end of it, and it's no one that's gone, unfortunately. But it does bring me on, you know, just final notes on this, is that one of the great things I love about the homebrewing community is that it's a community that shares information, and this is a prime example. As I say, when I've gone back all the way through where I came with this and all the names that I've mentioned here that have given me tips, and nobody wants to make it a black art. Everybody wants to show you the successes, the failures, the bits in between, to try and spur you on as a hobby. And there's lots of the people maybe watch this, anybody who's limited to watch this, in careers where that doesn't always happen. People wanting to share, they want to preserve that information and not share it with others. But the greatest thing that I would say about the homebrewing community is that ability to share. It really, really is, because that's what keeps it moving forward, you know. So anyway, without much rambling on, because I've done enough. Great beer, highly recommend it. If you can get one before the cease, if not, I can always put the recipe in the description. But it's a cracker, so prost. Cheers.